Cashel and Allie have spinal muscular atrophy, and having that diagnosis, they're not supposed to live to be 2 years. And when their father and I were still married at that time, and probably when Cashel was about 5, we were going to go to Disneyland, you know, the usual Make-A-Wish. And we realized as we were going through it, we were like, wait a second, what if they do make it and they do live longer, and then they grow up and they're like 10 or 12 and they say, hey, I've heard of this Make-A-Wish place and I would like to have a Make-A-Wish. And we say, oh, don't you remember we took you when you were 5 years old to Disneyland? And we kind of felt like that was taking from them, like the whole point is for them to have it in a way. And we thought, what do we have to lose? If something happened to them and they didn't get their Make-A-Wish, but if they did and they got to pick it, that would be huge. So we decided at that point to just put it off until they got to where they were old enough. I found out in 2007 is when the doctor sent it over and started it. And then it was a process of figuring out, you know, what would be perfect for her, what would she like. And we went through a couple of things and they just never panned out. And then one day the wish granters and stuff came back and they were talking to us of, you know, what would she like, what would she, you know, really make her happy. And I'm like, well, what makes her happiest is being in the bath, you know, every day, but she's, and then they just went from there. And they didn't think they could do it because it's not a normal wish that they would grant. That is what she would really love. I mean, she'll go in that bathtub and sit there for 2 hours and she just lays there, and where, you know, she always, you know, in her room, she's got a TV on, she's got a computer on, she has all these things going on in that bathroom. She just goes away, she becomes weightless in the water, and she can move, which is something that she cannot do. I mean, when she's laying there, that's it. She can't move at all. This is all the movement she has. In the bathtub, she can move her arms and she can move her legs. So she'll sit in there for 2 hours just listening to music. No other, you know, stimulation, just laying there, relaxing and listening to music. So they just went from there and kept trying and trying. And then I would say acts of God, pieces just started falling into place, and then Guy Martin from Martin and Harris said, well, let's make this happen. And then it was like that. It was like, okay, we're in, and they get it done, and they got it done.